I'm streaming right now, and someone in the stream came and dropped their Reddit post about the Battle Pass, as we all know it, the Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, as we've heard a million.
Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, like the Battle Pass.
Battle Pass.
We've all heard it a million times, the Battle Pass. So Blizzard has been adamant on there's absolutely no pay to win in Diablo 4. And what I was saying is that they've been so extreme on their statements that there's no pay to win. There's not even anything that'll be of benefit at all in a cash shop other than cosmetic stuff. And the Battle Pass will only have cosmetic stuff with the exception of the stuff on a free to play Battle Pass, such as experience bonuses and such. So let's read the Reddit post here. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to read it for the first time. By buying level skips, it allows you to not worry about leveling your Battle Pass, just focus on leveling your character and get the ashes as soon as you get at the level requirement, instead of having to level your Battle Pass by gathering resources, completing X number of dungeons, etc. This is buying faster progression, that is pay to win. Where you read that, by buying level skips, it allows you not worry about leveling your Battle Pass. Just focus on leveling your character and get the ashes as soon as you get at the level requirement, instead of having to level your Battle Pass by gathering resources and completing X number of dungeons, etc. I'm a huge anti-pay-to-win person. I hate pay-to-win. I'm a huge MMO player as well. For those of you guys that know me, I hate pay-to-win. Don't like it. Don't like supporting it. I get what you're saying. I get it. I actually do get it. And I'm usually one to nitpick systems like this because of the nature of let's call it what it is, like scummy developers that really try to do stuff like that. I get it. I definitely get it. However, I don't know if the poster and myself, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure myself exactly how the free Battle Pass, oh, here we go. It wouldn't be pay to win if the free and paid tiers of the Battle Pass were on different, independent, and separate progression lines, but it's not. So here's my... it's almost like Blizzard already lied. Reading this. Almost. I'll get to what I'm talking about. It's one single big progress line with 90 plus tiers, which you must complete in sequence, mixing both paid and free bonuses. Hey, yeah, you speak well. I invite you to watch these two parts of the video where the game director presented the Battle Pass. The video is called Diablo 4 Seasons, Cosmetics, and Battle Pass Breakdown Presentation from GameSpot. Is a well-spoken post, well-written. We're going to click this. We're going to see how long this is. This is the Battle Pass video. It is 34 minutes long. I'm not going to watch that whole thing because I'm going to real quick go to the timestamps below. We are going to look at that because I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's going to be super long. But let's see what or watch the whole thing.
What you're seeing is a mix of the free tiers and the premium tiers of the Battle Pass. The way that you progress the Battle Pass is, like Joe mentioned, by earning favor. And there's two sources of it. You get it from the season journey, like Joe mentioned, but you also get it from leveling up and playing any seasonal character. So there's 3 levels of the Battle Pass. There's the free track, which, like the name implies, you don't have to pay for. Everybody has access to that. The premium track, which is roughly $10 US, depending on where you are in the world. And then there's the accelerated track, which is just like the premium track, but it has includes 20 tier skips. It's folks who might have gotten a late start and a special cosmetic, and that one is roughly $25 USD, depending on where you are in the world. But let's talk a little bit more about the free and premium tracks. So the free track has 27 total tiers, and what you're primarily getting from the free track are what's called smoldering ashes. And the smoldering ashes are going to be like the currency that you use to unlock seasonal blessings. So the seasonal blessings are different buffs you can get that will help accelerate your progress through the season. So you can see, for example, here, plus 3% to XP earned. That's going to help players, level up again, level up multiple characters, and all of these are really just meant to help players.
Okay, whoa. I'm glad you came to the stream, and I'm glad you mentioned this because I was aware of the free battle pass having stuff like this that lets you increase gameplay aspects. However, if you can skip 20 levels, you can activate, you get ashes at 15 and 20, you can activate these immediately. You can start earning more experience immediately. I hope I'm missing something here. I really hope I am. Okay, you need to reach the level requirements. Okay, all right, okay. So you still need to, you can't just instantly buy it and use it. Let me see here, because I'm jumping the gun here. On this second part, she explains, if you were level 1 and bought a bunch of tier skips and hadn't played yet, you wouldn't be able to access the Smoldering Ashes and spend them until you had actually leveled up a character and met those level requirements. Okay, that's what I originally understood the system to work as. It's just very strange that in their system here, I don't see a level requirement. Did I miss that somewhere? Did I miss a level requirement posted somewhere? Because
that
Smoldering Ashes unlock at tier 8, character level requirement 10. Okay. Smoldering Ashes unlocked at tier 8. So that means there's more ashes we don't even see yet. So that means at tier 8 here, you're going to have an unlock as well. You're going to get more ashes. So what I see so far is the post is not wrong. It's not straight up wrong. And it's not dishonest. It's not. It's just how impactful is this truly going to be? While you're leveling your character to level 10, how many ashes are we unlocking on the way? Are we getting to 20 by level 10? I'm going to guess absolutely not. I'm going to guess not. That sounds like a really, really fast way to level. Because if you're getting 20 tier skips, essentially as soon as you hit level 10, you are activating these bonuses. Yes, it's minor. It is minor in the end. But it really is not true to say that buying the battle pass skip levels gives no benefit. That's not true. That is dishonest. That is. But it is minor. It is minor. But as a very competitive player myself, I always strive to be the best I can be. I strive to hit level 60 in vanilla WoW. Don't sleep until I'm 60. I've done all that. I've done all of that. Be the first to hit rank 14. Be the first to down raid bosses. And we've done that as a guild. We've succeeded as a guild in doing that. And I always do that as a player in any MMO or any game I really want to take seriously when it launches, such as D4. It's not an MMO, but this is something I would strongly take into account when a game launches, because I essentially say hey, you have to have this, because if someone's getting 6% experience more than you in a race to, which it sounds like that's what it would be. I'm just guessing here. If we get a Smoldering Ash at tier 8 and we get another one at tier 15 and 20, I'm going to assume that it takes one ash to level this and then 2 ashes for the next level, which would give me a 6% experience boost if it's 3% per level, which would mean that someone essentially gets a 6% permanent experience boost as soon as they hit level 10 if they bought the level skip thing on the battle pass. 6% in a race is a lot. 6% in a more casual playstyle, like I'm ignoring everyone, I'm just doing what I want to do, that's not really a lot. But in a race, it means a lot. That will determine the course of the race. That'll determine who wins. It really will. And I say this to you guys that like, well, who cares about racing? There's people that do. There's people that are out there to compete, so this would bother them. I understand that for sure. And there's people that are a little bit more casual in that aspect. You might not be casual like player. You might not be a casual gamer. You might play on hardcore and give it your all, but casual in like a racing aspect. Like you don't care. Wherever you fall, you fall. You're not going to really care too much about this. But for people that do want to compete, this matters. This does matter. And I'm actually taken off guard by this. And I've been doing a lot of research on the game. They were being a little dishonest, a little bit. Not to the point where like, oh, this is pay to win. This is absolutely pay to win. Like not to that point, but it is something that should be talked about. It is something, and I can already guess the responses. I haven't even scrolled down. Bro, who cares? It's not an MMO. Who cares? And there's people that do. There's people that do want to compete in it, and it's an actual concern. I don't believe that. As the balance is idealistic, people level different paces. Yeah, of course. Well, it's going to be having separate tracks, but they didn't do that. Yes, agreed. They should. Nice rage bait. Look, see, that's the type of thing I don't like. That's ridiculous. It's an actual concern depending on how someone's going to play the game. If they're going to play it to compete, this is a little bit more serious. If you're going to play it like super casual, you don't care, you're not racing, doesn't matter. Here's my concern. This remains in the game the way it is, and then ladders are released. Ladders, for you guys that don't know, they are the race mechanic. It is built in the game saying, you are racing, you're playing ladder, you are going to try to see how fast you can get to the max level before other players do in the ladder. It is a race. That is what it does. You can't have this in ladder. You can't have it. So there will be new battle passes. There's no ladder yet. So when the additional battle passes release, alongside the ladder release, whenever that happens, we can't have this. That has to change. Because that is actually a legitimate concern. Unless they say, hey, for ladder play, you can't get bonuses. You can't get bonuses for it from the battle pass thing. That would make sense. But the solution is what some people said. There needs to be a different track for the paid and independent. And it's such a no-brainer that I actually thought that's what it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a different tiers for paid and the free one. He actually mentions it here. We're on Battle Pass, we're on different independent and separate progression lines. That's what it should be. I actually thought that's what it was going to be without even having to research it, because it's, like I said, it's no-brainer. That's how it should have been designed. It's not as big of a deal to some people, but like I said, this should be resolved before ladder. That would be my request. Okay, it makes it into launch. Yes, that sucks. That sucks. It's still something that like I'd prefer not to have it this way. But it's not the end all be all until ladders come into play. If ladders come into play and this remains, you essentially need to do it if you wish to compete. I've competed in Diablo 2. I've done quite well in ladders. Was never first. I've never hit first. I'm not going to lie and say, oh, bro, I was first. I was never first, but I was top 10 multiple times. This would break that. This really would. This would have people that otherwise wouldn't be first. They would be first if they bought it. That would be enough to change the course of the race. Thread is massively downvoted. I'm reading off the stream for the people watching on YouTube. Thread is massively downvoted, just like most pay-to-win threads on Reddit, right? Blizzard did a good job to confuse people, giving them these invasive arguments, so it's hard to even make people think about it. Also thought there were separate lines, but after seeing for myself, it changed my mind. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm talking to the poster of this Reddit post. He's in the stream chat. He's not wrong. He's really not wrong. It's actually a concern, and I don't agree with what they did here, and I hope to see it changed for ladder. And it has to. It has to, right? It's ladder. It's ladder play. You guys have played ARPGs. You've played Diablo 2 and 3 and Path of Exile. You know what the ladder is. The ladder's a race. You can't have that in the game. I don't care about this feature, although I would prefer if the free tiers on the Battle Pass were on a different progression line and completely non-skippable. That's fair. That is a fair point to make. Well, I'm going to go around in circles here if I keep this video going, but I just wanted to discuss this, bring this to light. And like I said, at the beginning of this video, I was seeing it just when you guys saw it. I didn't do any research before this video, but I said, you know what? This is going to be a good topic. I'm going to record this. So, interesting. Very interesting stuff here. Till you had actually leveled up a character and met those level requirements, which is the most important part. He's absolutely right. It really is. So you could buy experience bonuses. As soon as you hit 10, you could have your experience bonuses rolling. It's a little bit of a concern. I would say more of a concern once ladder drops. What do you guys think? Like to hear what you guys think about it in the comments, or is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? If this was in ladder play, would it break it for you? What do you think? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next video later. Whoa. I gotta add this onto the video here because listen to this.
So for example, if you were level 1 and you bought, a bunch of tier skips and hadn't played yet, you wouldn't be able to access the smoldering ashes and spend them until you had actually leveled up a character and met those level requirements. And
what? You can buy additional tier skips according to what she just said. Okay, so now it's a bigger deal. Now it's a bigger deal because we're not just speaking about getting little boosts at the start. It's essentially going to say, at level 10, I'm hoping, Smoldering Ashes unlocked at tier 8, character level 10 required. I am hoping that the level requirement continues to go up. Because if it doesn't, and you can buy a bunch of tier skips, you could essentially buy all of the tiers to unlock all of the Smoldering Ashes and unlock everything at level 10. But even so, let's say it goes up to 20. You unlock an experience boost, then it goes up to 20, and then as soon as you hit 20, you unlock the next one. But other players are getting their first tier accessed at 16. They leveled it up enough without the tier skips. You're leveling it normally. You don't get to access it until level 16, let's say. That's when you get the first Smoldering Ash. When, level 10, you could access it, but you don't unlock the Smoldering Ash until you're level 16, and then you put it in. And the next one may be at level 30. But the players that are buying the skips are getting it at 10 and 20. And then they're getting their third one at 30. You're just getting your second one at 30. And then so on and so forth, to the point where it starts snowballing for the people that are doing tier skips. Now it means more. Now it's starting to actually mean a little bit more. I got to see how this plays out. I got to see what we can do there, what the cost of the tier skips are, and how it actually plays out. But that's a little bit more of a concern now.
So for example, if you were level 1 and you bought, a bunch of tier skips and hadn't played yet, you wouldn't be able to access the Smoldering Ashes and spend them until you had actually leveled up a character and met those level requirements. And this is to, prevent folks from buying a ton of tier skips and keep everybody on a level playing ground. So
I had a question about that actually. So
yeah.
There are no Smoldering Ashes available in the premium track of the Battle Pass, right?
That is absolutely correct. It is.
What premium track?
Ashes available in the premium track of the Battle Pass, right?
That is absolutely correct. It is all the things that affect gameplay are only in the free track.
But they aren't separate tracks. There's no premium track and free track. There's one track and you unlock free rewards and you unlock premium rewards. There is no free track. That would solve the issue where you can't buy tier skips for the free one.
Okay.
And so that basically, we've said it's always cosmetic based. So there's you can't pay for power in Diablo 4 because, as you saw, the stuff, the season blessings are on the free track and they have a level requirement. So you actually have to play to get to a certain point. So it keeps everybody in a level playing field.
Right. You may not pay for power in Diablo 4. So yeah, let's talk about next the premium track. So like I mentioned, $10 USD, depending on where you.
The way it stands now,
You are. Next, the power.
So it keeps everybody in a level playing field.
Right. You may not pay for power in Diablo 4.
That's not really true.
In the battle pass, get 2 full armor sets, pair of white bloomers in there. So there's lots of
Bring you to some part of the season journey as well.
Experience the
Unlocked it.
what's
Huh. I'm going to tweet this at some of the devs. I would love to get this broken down a little bit more. You guys see, hopefully, the player's perspective in this video, and hopefully we can get a little bit more insight on that, because there is kind of pay for power if you can do those skips. And like I was saying, just to clarify this one more time, if you pay for the skips, as soon as you hit level 10, you can access your boost, your experience boost, spend your ashes. You as a free player might not get it until like level 16, 17. I'm guessing, I'm just estimating. I will, as someone who paid for a boost, I'll get mine again at level 20. And you'll get your second one around level 30, but at level 30 for me, I'll be getting my third, and then you'll get your fourth one around level 46, and I'll get my fourth one at 40, something like that. Like as soon as you can unlock the ashes at the level, as soon as you reach that level requirement, you can spend them if you're paying for boosts. It is confusing, though. It is confusing. I would love to get a little bit more clarification on this, and I'll tweet it at the devs. I doubt I'll get a response. I'll give it a shot, though. But if anyone else has any more information, wants to do a breakdown, let me know. Let me know if you have anything there. Leave a comment, because this is getting a little weird, a little strange. I had high hopes. The track will progress faster than player level. Apparently, that's a little bit of information. The track will progress faster than player level. That might help. It might help alleviate that a little bit. What do you guys think? Because if this is in place in ladder, it will impact the results on who is level 100 first. It will.